TEOW, baby. Welcome to the Embarrassing Our Wives podcast. This is Andrew, and I got my co-host here, John. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Couldn't be happier, to be perfectly honest. We're here in our beautiful Issaquah studios. It's a beautiful day. Things are going great, and we're just so happy to be here. Thanks for joining us. Just as a reminder, if you're listening to this on your cell phone, hopefully it's through iTunes or Stitcher. In either case, please subscribe, leave a review, leave a rating, tell a friend, and Thank you for your feedback, both positive and negative. And just so excited to be here. Also, check out our website, TEOWpodcast.com, TEOWpodcast.com. Got a few pictures up, and we'll probably add some more. If we're driving people there, we should probably add some compelling content. But yeah, so we're going to hear a little bit about John's Intruder story, some mystery thing I saw on the set list here, which I'm excited about. I'm going to talk about a couple of the scariest types of people in Seattle. We are going to, back by popular demand, we're going to be doing a fast first and lasts, some rapid fire questions where we usually catch each other off guard and get a giggle. And then we will, of course, do Embarrassing Our Wives podcast. So let's get going. Intruder story. Tell me about it.
Sure, yeah. So this story... So usually on this podcast, I like to talk about things that are going on currently or things that are happening recently. But this story actually happened on November 16th, this last November.
Wow.
So it's what, 5 months old now, 6 months, I don't know, somewhere around there. But I think it's worth talking about. So my wife and I are kind of nuts about Christmas. I think you've been over here before during our November, Decembers, where we kind of deck out the house,
absolutely,
all Christmas themed, get the eggnog going, get the nice Christmas smells going on.
Absolutely.
And we have a bunch of, lights on the outside of our house. It's like a toned down version of the Griswold's house on Christmas Vacation. But
except it works meticulously perfect because you'd fucking stay up all night if there was one light askew. Yeah. Exactly. Otherwise, it's exactly like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great point. Yeah. So November 16th, which is really early to put up Christmas shit, right? It's annoying.
Bitch. Like, why don't you wait till Thanksgiving? Give me a shot. Go on.
Yeah, fuck Thanksgiving. Let's just skip right over that and go right to Christmas. We just like to maximize our Christmas movies, our Christmas spirits.
Yes,
all things Christmas related. So on November 16th, Sarah, we'd had some cocktails. And we just decorated the outside of the house. So she was going outside to take a picture of the house and came back in. So she was out there for like 2 minutes, comes back in. Great. We go back to having cocktails with a fire, watching some Christmas movie, having a great time. Well, 4 days later...
And then smack, one of your kids took a fat shit and you had to go deal with it?
Not quite. Not quite.
Okay, sorry. That's my life. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, my kids,
I need a butt wipe!
Yeah, Sarah didn't yell at me to do that. So a few days later, I'm reviewing the security camera because I basically get a notice every time the security camera goes off. And we just have it set up on motion, and then it records for 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking back on that night where she had gone outside on November 16th. She came in.
Yeah, I'm getting chills.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's very creepy. She comes in, closes the door. Not but 45 seconds later, the camera triggers again. Someone, who I have no idea who it is, comes up to our front door, opens it up.
What?
No joke. Yeah. Opens it up, closes the door, goes over to our Christmas tree, and I'm going to show you this video here in a second.
Holy shit.
Goes over to our Christmas tree, unplugs the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree goes out.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it. We don't have any footage of this person leaving out the front, out the back, out the garage.
That is what the shit. We've hung out a few times since then. How have I not heard of this?
I've been holding out.
Oh, you've been saving for the pod.
Saving it for the pod.
Pod. Wow.
So
what was the person? What man, woman?
It's a man.
Let me guess. White male.
yeah.
Mega hat. MAGA.
Yeah.
It's good.
No, but So I'll show you that.
No, literally. I bet you that's what it was. I can't. Let's see the video. I'm excited.
Yeah. So let me describe kind of everything everything else that happened. So all of a sudden I messaged Sarah. I'm like, hey, like Danny didn't swing by. We didn't have any people swing by that night, right?
Yeah.
Where I
What
just
time of night
forgot.
is this?
8 p.m.,
Okay.
9 p.m., somewhere around there.
That's
Not
pitch
too
dark
late.
that time, yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
So my camera has infrared, so it shows what's going on, but it's not perfect because it's
Yeah.
it's showing infrared. Wait, is that even the right term?
I don't know, dude. I have sweat on my brow. I'm not kidding. That's the Red Bull or it's the story or both. I mean,
Well,
that's freaky, dude.
I hope the camera is the infrared is getting that sweat. So I text her. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I sent her the video. She's freaking out. I'm freaking out. She's like, when did he leave? I'm like, I have no idea. The camera didn't trigger anyone leaving.
What the?
So I'm like, did he fucking stay the night and then leave out the garage the next day? Because sometimes I turn off the garage camera. So we're like freaking out, right? So Sarah goes and posts on Nextdoor like, hey, just a heads up. This person came into our house, unplugged our Christmas tree, and must have left at some point. And of course, we get the dipshit comments like, maybe you shouldn't decorate Christmas so early. You know, it's like
that was me. I
yeah.
love that guy. Look that fucker up.
Yeah.
Let's go shake his hand.
Who is this A Kipper 69? I have no idea. So of course we get no help from Nextdoor. I call the cops.
Yeah.
Cops come over. They don't fucking believe me. They're like, what are you, like, no one just comes in and unplugs a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like, either they steal something or they rob you or, like, something else happens.
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen. So I'm like, hey, no one else has touched this front door.
Was that oh, go on. Sorry. I was going to make a stupid joke.
Oh,
it's not even worth repeating. Sorry. Cops come.
Cops come.
Yeah.
And two of them come. One of them's training. One of them's a regular officer. And so they dust the front door for fingerprints, right, to try to track down who this person is. So now I'm going to show you the video. I had it up here. Oh, fuck. Now it's going to take me
it's okay.
20 seconds.
That's some freaky shit, dude. I don't like that. I mean, we got to get our cameras going ASAP. I mean, I got a sign up that says... Oh, I mean, we have a full Comcast security system that I just don't turn on.
Okay, so I'm going to play this video for you. I don't know if you want to describe it or how you want to do it.
Oh, my God, that's freaky. That's your house. Christmas decorated, a dude walking up to the front door. Confident, dude. What the fuck? Just walked right in like he knew the door was unlocked. Oh, my God. What the hell?
Now watch for the Christmas tree to go out here.
Dude, he just didn't want people to be able to see inside.
That's what we were thinking.
Yeah, that's freaky, dude. That feels like, and then there's nothing else.
No footage of him coming out.
That is he here now? Like
he might be under my bed.
Yeah.
So of course I freaked out. Like I looked everywhere. I have a shotgun here, so I'm like searching under that. I'm searching everywhere with my gun out.
Yeah.
And
how fast after did you notice this video trigger?
Like 4 days, because it triggers. I just thought Sarah triggered it when she came in. I didn't know this happened after.
Wow.
So
nothing's missing? Nothing?
Fast forward 4 days later.
Yeah.
I'm over at Danny's, Webmaster Dan, and I'm like, hey, dude, look at this video.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to believe what kind of a week I'm having.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving for Texas the next day because we visit our family every weekend. We're like scared that our house we were just fucking invaded, right? It was very uncomfortable. So
this is bad energy for the podcast. I'm so worked up. Yeah.
Well, take a deep breath.
Yeah, I'll try.
Here's where it eases up a little bit. Danny goes, that guy kind of looks like you. And I was like, no way, dude, that's not me. Like, look at this video. He's like, dude, his walk kind of looks like your walk. And I'm like, dude, I swear to God.
It looks like a black dude, a bald black guy.
I know. So that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because the infrared like changes the way you look.
Oh.
So it was me all along.
I'm trying to. You looked fatter too.
I looked fatter. I looked like I was wearing a tan jumpsuit. I'm like, man. I don't even own a tan jumpsuit.
I got to take these headsets off a little bit, dude.
Yeah.
That worked me up.
Wipe the sweat from your brow. So I had the cops over here dusting my own fingerprints, like trying to track down this guy.
This guy's
it was fucking me. I totally forgot that I went out there.
Oh, you asshole.
So
fucker.
It's a terrible, terrible
that's good.
situation. But thankfully it worked. We were scared shitless.
Yeah, I was panicked.
For a few
I have no
days
idea
there.
why. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's what good thing about having little yappy ass dogs. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Whew.
But yeah, I mean, but no one can tell it's me in that video. I showed the cops, and they're like,
"Why'd you just do
"Yep,
that to me, dude?
yep,
Like you
must
just
be."
took me through."
Sorry.
You should have paused and been like, "Dude, there's no one here, man."
Yeah, you started looking over your shoulder when I was telling
thinking
you
I want to
that.
switch seats. Whew.
This
All right.
was like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
too,
yeah, I
but-
got you. Okay.
But yeah, so that's a terrible incident that happened to us that we shared with very few people because it's so
Embarrassing.
bad.
I know. It's like
so bad.
It's not totally related, but I remember years ago, the internet went out at my house, at my apartment in Forbes Creek years ago, and I called Comcast, and just the bill was getting higher, and service hadn't been great, and so I was pissed, and I called, and I was like, "Look it, I pay hella to you guys. Service hasn't been good. Now my internet's out." And he's like, "Okay, let's first go to the modem and tell me what you see. Do you see some green lights across the front?" It's like, "No, there's no green lights." And he's like,
Plug it in,
"Let's
dipshit.
plug it in." And I was like, okay. So anyway,
Sorry, stomped on the-
so like, unlike you, not a scary person and a fake scary story, I'll give you a real scary story. So,
Perfect.
so I commute in from the north end to downtown Seattle every day. My commute is both a detriment to my well-being and also a pleasure. I get energized getting into downtown and the city and the people and the energy. But there's some scary shit in downtown Seattle, man. I'm not gonna lie. So I was just thinking of a couple of really scary people. Two of the scariest, and I see scary people all the time. And scary people might be hoggy old white man, you know what I mean? Who's like he's gonna turn into your lane without his blinker and not give a fuck because he's a hog. Or scary might be, drug addict or gangster person or like homeless woman with open sores on her belly, you know what I mean? Like it could be a lot of things.
On her belly.
I have a San Francisco story, and she was wearing showing her midriff.
Wow.
And it was like I don't know, muffin top isn't right phrasing, like muffins top, and just like open sores, dude. And it was like, so anyway, that's a scary ass fucking thing. Like, don't touch me. Like,
Scary.
I don't want a hepatitis cell to jump off of your sore into my eyeball or some shit. But I'll tell you two really scary people. Two of the scariest. So one person is a profile and one's a specific person. I'll start with a specific person that scared the fuck out of me. So I'm walking to work, and 3rd Avenue in downtown Seattle is where all the methadone clinics are. So you'll see in a lot of the homeless shelters, and so you'll see more activity of sketchy people, right? People that are either freshly homeless or in between or selling drugs to the homeless people or how you drinking, whatever. I see this dude fast walking, like fast pace, like, speed walker without the health. He's not an old 70-year-old woman speed walking. He's like a 23-year-old Hispanic gentleman whose face is beet red with just cratery acne all over his whole face.
Yep.
Pissed, fast walking, pissed. With an old man hairbrush, like the wide, soft, not a comb, but like a wide thing an old man would use to comb over like thin hair.
Yep.
With the handle shanked. Like
No,
like
he melted it down?
sanded into a knife shank. Yes. And I was like, that's the scariest fucking. I almost called in sick, dude. I'm like, I can't fucking deal with this guy. He had his shanked
my
brush.
God.
So that's a scary one. But the other person,
First of all, knives are like $1. Just go buy a knife.
dude. You got an old man hairbrush with a shank. Well, did you
That's
get stabbed
free.
with a knife? No, he got shanked with a brush.
Yeah, he got hepatitis with
by
that.
a red Hispanic dude who fucking smoked meth through his anus, so it hit harder, like crazy shit. So
Did you follow him or
fuck
that
no,
was it?
dude. I pretended like I had to go the other way. About face, bro. I'm not kidding. I know when to hold him. I know when to fold him. I'm folding. I'm not. No, there's no chance I'm gonna. Mrs. Kipper.
We've got some bad news.
Oh, someone shanked the hairbrush. I ain't the one, bro. I see that hairbrush, I go. Like, I'm not going that direction. Shanked hairbrush causes trouble. But no, I'll tell you the scariest homeless profile of all. It's not the degenerate dude, who's got nothing left. It's not the, family who's just trying to get it through, It's not even like the punk kid who's 15, who, you could just destroy physically but want to have a knife. It's the 42-year-old white guy that's actually in really good shape. That's like riding a BMX bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
with a backpack
He's
on.
got a BMX bike, and he's kind of doing that thing with the bike where like you pedal on one side and push the bike on the other side to look cool. And he's like coasting around, and his clothes would have been like tight, like in '99, and he probably bought them in '99. They're like off white. They were supposed to be bright white, but now they're dirty off white. That's the scariest motherfucker. I'm like, first off, you are a white male capable in 6'6", 190-pound shape, and you are the scariest fucking person in the world. You like leverage to get that bike. You know what I mean? Like, like that's the person that's the person who will do you dirty, dude. Like get you in the ravine. So
Yeah. I don't mess with any homeless people, but especially 6'6".
Yeah, you know, the
190s.
drug addicts are asking you for money, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But the dude who's like cool still, like he's still cool. Like he's playing the homeless ladies, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you kidding me? Like, no, I'm not fucking with that guy. Like,
Smart.
yeah,
You're walking the other way.
I'm like, I'm vanilla ice, like vanilla lice. Like, I'm not fucking with you on your BMX bike. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This guy gets half of his step goal walking away from people to work every day.
yeah,
Now
no, I could
see.
take the bus. So, yeah, so that's
Well,
some
nice.
serious people.
I mean, you can't even walk anywhere in Seattle right now. It's so scary.
I don't mind it at all, but like you come cruising
I
by me
mind
on a
it.
bike, you know, like
I'm very uncomfortable with it.
and the way they check out like some of the women commuters, you know what I mean? Like just like
Gross.
damn baby.
Yeah, that works
Baby, come
100% of the
back.
time.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
he's
you're
banged
freaking
exactly
me out.
0
Yeah.
girls using that line, but he's never going to stop using it.
Damn, you want some of my white bread and cheese sandwich I just got on my bike? I got some pegs back here. Hop on. Okay.
I used to have those. Those are great.
All right. So let's do the crowd pleaser.
Crowd pleaser it is.
Fast and firsts, or
Fast first.
fast first,
Which-
fast first and last.
By the way, I've gotten some interesting feedback on
Uh-oh.
this. I've gotten some feedback saying we should change the name because Fast First ends up taking us like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And every time, like it's not so fast.
What's the rapid fire? All right.
Yeah, that's
Tell
what I
that
tried to
person
explain.
thank you for the notes.
Yeah. Tell them to go fuck themselves. Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell 'em.
So we're gonna just rapid fire questions back and forth, try to catch each other off guard, and just see if we can embarrass ourselves. So should I go first or you?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go
for
first.
it.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if you're currently a bicyclist or a former bicyclist, but when was the last time you put on the full biking gear? I'm talking tight shorts, matching tight shirt, and hopped on the bike. And then where were you riding, and what was the level of intensity that you pushed yourself in those biker shorts? So
Well, here's the thing. So I used to cycle. I'm a big fan of the Tour de France. It's like the only sporting event that I really watch. So I used to cycle a bit, but
Yeah.
I would never say I was good at it.
did you
or-
have tights?
You have to have
Okay,
tights
yes.
because they put in this
Yeah.
extra padding
I got
where
you.
you sit down.
Yeah,
God
right.
forbid they just
But
make
your
the
cock
seat.
and balls. I got you.
Yeah,
They're
your cock goes on one side of the seat, your balls go on the other side, and it slows you down. But
Yeah.
I would say
The last
last year, but there's
Yeah.
a huge asterisk. I wear shorts over the
The
spandex shorts,
see.
so I look like less of a douche.
Okay. Okay.
But then I don't get respect from the other cyclists out
Yeah,
there.
of course.
Because
You
they're like,
own it.
yeah, they like Vaseline themselves up and just
Yeah.
like fly
Shit
through
your
the
pants
air.
while you go.
Yeah, but I'm not fast enough, so they're not going to respect me anyway.
How hard you push yourself in those shorts? Be honest, dude.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I pushed myself less than you pushed yourself on the hike to the lake.
you weren't wine crying. All right.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that. But when my heart rate gets up, man, I just fucking pull over and stop. Though I'm not that.
Do you have any pictures for the website of you in biking gear without the over shorts? I want the full tight
I might have one actually
right,
with
get that
Webmaster
baby up.
Dan. It's from like 5 years ago.
TEOW podcast.com. It'll
All
be
right.
there.
I'm gonna put that one up. I'm also gonna put up a picture of me as the intruder that does not look anything
Oh yeah,
like
good
me.
idea.
So
Good
people
Lord.
understand that
freaks
wasn't
me out. Yeah.
that wasn't me. But okay, so my first question for you: what's your first or last terrible hangover? Like horrible hangover, can't get out of bed, like puking, just horrible.
Man, first would be easy. I mean, like a few times when I'd given myself alcohol poisoning, like when we drank vodka sodas in the hot tub of my cabana of my rented apartment, and I fucking puked orange juice up everywhere. They're all the same. If you're that hungover, you're that hungover, you know? And so I have the slow and steady approach to drinking where that doesn't happen too often. But, you know, the worst type of hangover for me is just like that didn't drink enough water and it feels like there's a fucking nail at the top of your head and someone has like hammered it and then like you have dehydration pains like spidering through your head. So
Gotcha.
so it's been a while, you know.
That's
good.
good.
I got like this. It's the opposite of good because if you only
You're
drank once a
professional.
month, you drink once a month, and you know, and you had four little beers, you know what I mean. You could have a hangover, but no, I just get tired. Pretty much.
Gotcha. All right. So you're
thanks for calling me out.
constantly hungover. So
It's a spectrum. So I feel bad about this one, but I know in the early podcast you talked about a similar question. So when is the very first time you were looking in the mirror and you noticed a little rescind to that hairline, a little pull back to that hairline?
Well, I saw it coming years ago. Like I saw my dad, I saw my brother get it. So I would say probably 6-7 years ago. It might even be worse than that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's more than that. It's like 10, 11 years. Even back when I was like fighting it and gelling my hair up into like little fake spikes, I could tell it was going.
Yeah.
But I was hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's gonna grow in. It'll fill out. And it certainly didn't happen.
Any products do you want to endorse? Some potential non-sponsors like
Rogaine does not
oh, yeah,
work.
fuck Rogaine, you're
And
not allowed on here.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. So plus Rogaine smells like cancer. Like it can't be good. It's horrendous. I don't know. You don't have to use it. You have a beautiful head of hair.
I got a thick head of hair
You
that's
got a
gonna be
little-
hella gray.
You
but I'll
got
take
some George Clooney gray
Yeah.
going on.
Oh, nice.
Look
my
at you.
pecs and my George Clooney gray.
Man,
You want to date?
this guy's got it
You
all.
embarrass your wife by hitting on me so hard.
if my wife's in a constant state of embarrassment, kind of like you are hungover, it's not that big of a difference,
Oh,
right?
man.
I got her used to it.
The call.
All right. So my next one is when is the first or last time, probably more enjoyable your last time, that you kind of tripped and fell and try to play it off like you didn't really trip, you know, like walking to work. I feel like
Okay, I got one. I got
All
a
right.
good one. Okay,
Good.
so basically, and this was, I mean, I first off, my theory on tripping is I think that's some of the funniest shit in the world. So
Yeah.
I see someone fall and I know they didn't perfectly hurt themselves. I'm laughing hard as fuck right in your face. And my two favorite things are right before they go down because you will trip and you trip all the time and you don't fall. You catch yourself. And so you'll
Sure.
see people trip and they're going through the split second reaction where they think they're going to catch themselves and then they fucking hit the shit. And then the next best part is the second they hit the shit, they lift their eyes up and it's like, who saw me? Try to recuperate, dude. So
Yeah.
that's good. But the question was about me. And I'm sure I've tripped before this, but about a year ago, I was getting some Greek food, getting the Greek Euro plate. You know, I was excited. It's really bomb. Rice, pita meat, the actual pita bread or Euro meat, pita bread,
Barbecue sauce and
tzatziki,
tartar.
Tzatziki sauce. You know, I got my cream sauce, hummus. So good. And I was wearing these new Vans and I was walking across 3rd Avenue on a crosswalk and I was walking like extra fast for no reason because I was fucking hungry and I was being a bitch to people. Like I was weaving in and out of people, walking all fast and I didn't lift my feet up enough in my steps. And so right on the crosswalk, I'm probably like crossing over 3rd and Pike. I didn't take a high enough step while being a bitch, speed walking, clipped my toe, fell flat on my face, dropped my Euro plate across the whole fucking place.
and people were like, good.
Yeah, you little
Fuck that guy.
bitch. Yeah, so yeah, that's the last time I tripped and took a big spill. And then I think I got like mad. Like I was like, no, and so people who saw me, I didn't try to act cool at least, but you
Yeah.
know, so that's the answer to that question. So
Good. I was worried maybe you didn't have one, so I'm glad to
no,
hear.
tripping is a particular fondness of me. I love watching people slip. I just think it's so fucking good. All right. So when's the last time you like vacuum some lines into those couches you have over there after someone only sat on the couch once. So the question is, you had perfectly vacuumed in lines on your couch. Someone sat down once, and then you vacuumed right after. When's the last time that happened?
Yesterday. We had the kids over. We had our nieces and nephews over, and this room was fucking destroyed. They're like jumping off the couches. They're going crazy.
Yeah, no lines on the couch. Looks horrible.
The second they left.
Yeah.
Vacuum. Gotta get those lines back in there. But this is like
vacuum up those farticles.
Yeah, exactly. This is like a separate. It's like a formal room, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't do this in the living room where we're always fucking
once a
it up,
week in the other room.
Exactly.
Every ass that touches that couch, it gets vacuumed afterwards.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nice.
So,
good answer.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
All right. So when was the last time that your finger kind of poked through the TP and you got a little poop on your finger?
Oh, man. That's the worst, first off. That ruins my day. I feel like if that ever happens, it's like the morning poop. Poop again.
It's poop again.
Sorry, Sarah. It's poop again. But yeah, so that would happen like if you had just freshly showered, you know what I mean? And then you take a poop in the morning and you're a little damp down there and you need like extra thickness. Oh, I hate when that happens, dude, in particular. So.
Or you accidentally line up all of the creases perfectly and just rip right through because you had like, 3 creases in the same spot.
Yeah. So no, last time, I can't think of the last time, but it's happened. I'm not saying it has or happened. No, I can't tell that joke. But yeah, I know that's a frustrating thing. So nice one. What about you? This morning?
Sir, you can't ask the same question back, right?
Okay, good.
You gotta go through the rules here.
Nice. Yeah, well, man, never fails, dude. That's good. Yeah, I mean, the question is, when's the last time that happened and you felt the texture of the poop on your finger?
Yeah, it's bad. It's one thing. Grainy. It's one thing to rip through, and another thing to actually see poop on your finger. Like you really got in there.
All right, poop again. It's poop again.
It's poop again.
All right. Well, let's hear from a non-sponsor. Let's hear from someone who could be paying for our 25 listener or dozens of listeners and our dozens. We're almost to dozens, and then we'll come back for embarrassing our wives.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
There's only one place in the world you can go to get ammunition, camping equipment, yogurt, maybe pillowcases, a hammer, whatever you need. Well, I guess there's more than one place, but not at Fred Meyer Prices. Fred Meyer is your one-stop solution for all your shopping needs. So the next time your embarrassed wife gives you a laundry list of things you need to go pick up, tell her you'll be back in 9 hours. Go to Fred Meyer. Call up the boys for some happy hour. Fred Meyer, sponsor us.
All right. Awesome little message there from a potential sponsor. Before we get to embarrassing our wives, I thought I could go through some of my upcoming appearances and a little recap of those.
Yeah,
so,
that sounds good, but hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
After our last podcast, you were talking about going to all these events, right? And all these fun little events where you hammer out a lot of dip and a lot of...
Yeah.
Well, Sarah made you some dip here.
Yeah.
She's like, I got to make Andy some dip for the podcast. So
oh, nice. I see some cream.
There's definitely some cream.
Yeah.
There's some I don't know what's in there. Just eat the dip. Pretend like it
I'm
tastes
gonna eat
fantastic.
off of here so people don't hear me smacking my lips.
Yes.
You can detail how it's going on. Why?
All
so
right.
I got a goopy little pile here.
It's going towards his creepy looking mouth, and oh no, he's very unsatisfied. He loves himself some dip, but
leave that close. I'm gonna hit that up.
Great,
thank you, Sarah, very much. Let me carry me for 1 second while I get this bread out of my teeth for 1 second.
Perfect. Yeah, I spit in that dip right before you got here, so that's probably what you're tasting.
Oh, it tasted cummy. I thought it might have been that instead, but okay, good. A little spit's not so bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway,
I spit out of my penis. That's what
that's what I thought. Okay, it's angry. Yeah, it was angry when you said that.
No, it was happiness. It was great.
Okay, yeah. So just as far as appearances go, you guys know that on April 14th, I was going to be in Linwood at the Mac Vickers house. That was great. That was a great time. Yeah, we went there. Success. They served sandwiches. I went for the hoagie roll. They had ruffles with ridges and ranch dip, and a lot of ranch because we needed two refills on the ranch. So the 14th appearance in Linwood was great. Got drunk twice that day. People that are around me know this story. So I had four Blue Moons and a light beer over 5 hours in the morning. Took a little bit of a break. Had some iced coffees. Did some chores, and then I carried on that evening while we watched some Netflix. And so yeah, the 14th appearance in Linwood was great.
Oh, that's good.
We had a cancellation. Dane's second birthday party in Kirkland on the 22nd had to cancel.
Oh no.
I had some sort of foodborne illness, and I'm not kidding. I was looking forward to the appearance. They're Italian.
That's just your IBS working.
Yeah,
dude.
no. It came on so sudden, dude, in the middle. So I couldn't go, and I didn't want to. I was like, I know this is foodborne, but I'm not going to take it there and risk at a 2-year-old's party. But the worst part is, I heard the food was bomb, and I heard there's like lots of leftovers, which means like I could have indulged, right? So there's a cancellation, unfortunately, for the 22nd in Kirkland.
Wow. So 33% cancellation.
Yeah. But dude, surprise appearance yesterday in Renton.
What?
I got the invite.
Unscheduled?
Yeah. I had my best friend Ian in town from Colorado. Another one of my closest friends, Justin, down in Renton, the Renton-Kent area, said, hey,
Beautiful.
get together at my house. And I was like, is there going to be artichoke dip? And he's like, artichoke dip. I was so complimentary. And he's like, bro, I just got that from Costco. No big deal. But lots of artichoke dip and marinated tri-tip for dinner. So not too bad. But coming forward, what do we have here? We have the Lings on the 12th, May 12th. We have you and Sarah. We're going to get
Holy
together.
smokes.
So we'll see how that goes. That should be a whiskey filled, lots of old stories, maybe a bonfire at the Muck.
Holy smokes.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. And then of course, May 20th, looking forward to that big appearance in Monroe, Ruby's first birthday and the housewarming party. So,
Man.
So it should be good.
That's going to go off, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So that's where I'll be.
Like Ruby not knowing what the fuck she's opening and the parents like trying to shove it in her face. And
Yeah, Ruby's presents are not the concern. Snacks and shots with Ruby's dad is what's going to go down. So looking forward to that.
It's always funny when the mom's like writing down what everyone got the child so they can send some thank you
Uncle
notes.
Josh, I'm looking forward to hanging out, bro. So
Ruby loves the red rings that you got her that she throws around every day. Yeah, it's great.
All right, good. So let's. Those are some dates I have coming up, and if you want to, and don't forget, Cinco de Mayo is still open. I'm happy to ignore my kids if someone wants to come to Mukilteo. So we're good to go. So as far as what's left, dude, embarrassing our wives. So I think you kicked it off. At that previous date when we recorded, so
a week ago.
Exactly. So I'll go first. So. Excuse me. It's
the dip. That's the dip
I can't wait to
clogging
get
your
in
arteries.
on this dip. I saw that in the fridge. I'm like, is he going to put some dip out? Given my history, is there going to be some dip presented?
And Sarah, just so you know, he initially said the dip tasted like cum, so I don't think that's a, that's a
it
compliment.
tasted garlicky, like French oniony, dude. I'm getting in on that. So I'm gonna go see if you have some chips or something to spread with that. But okay, embarrassing my wife. So again, I'm going from the vault. I'm sure I embarrassed her over the last several weeks, but I'll go to the vault. And so again, this is pre-fat smoothing. This is the original version of Andy that she fell in love with, and we decided it was Halloween. We never planned for Halloween. We always say, fuck it, we're not doing shit, we're not going to do anything. And then at like 4:00 the day of, it's like, oh my god, there's a party we have to go to, right? And so we throw something together, do that in lots of occasions. And this year in particular, there's a party coming up, and we decided to throw together like an old man. So I'm going to be like an old creepy man. I got a wig, I got some creepy clothes, and then like hot gold digger type, right? So she dressed up super sexy, looked amazing. I look like this old man. I fit the role because my nickname's been Grandpa since I was like 22. Because I like what grandpas do, and I don't know what it is. I can usually hold my liquor, like I said, slow and steady, right? The way of the nastiest fucking person, slow and steady, and instead, like a few times, happens on Halloween. It's happened on 4th of July. I just got too drunk. I pushed it too hard, too fast, not enough food. I don't know what the combination is. End result is I'm dressed up like an old sleazy man with a hot gold digger wife, and I am passed out like a little bitch. And she's caring for me while I got the spins, while I'm fighting the pukes, while I'm being an asshole. And so, some things I think about is just how sloppy I looked. Like I was dressed up to look like a sloppy old man, and then I was actually a sloppy old man. And just thinking about Karen having to drag me around, and just like probably what people are saying. We're at this fat house party. What's up, girl? Who you with? Who's your hot beau? And I'm over in the corner dressed like an old man, sloppy and spinning, fuck you, man,
trying to look
get off
cool.
my girl. So I'm sure I embarrassed her that day. She's probably happy that I was contained in the corner. I did not throw up. That's good. But yeah, so embarrassing my wife was dressing up like an old drunk sloppy man and becoming an old drunk sloppy man. So
congratulations.
That's my embarrassing my wife story.
She saw her future in
Dude,
that
get
moment.
this dip away. I want to take some bites and smack on microphone. So I'll have to hit that up in a bit. Like, let's do it.
All right. So my embarrassing my wife moment comes from last year. This one's from the vault as well. We took a trip to Europe. We went to Ireland, Italy, and then ended in London and came back to Seattle. So my aunt had gone to Ireland the previous month, and she's like, hey, I left my iPad there, which is like, I don't know, 10 inches by 6 inches. Mm-hmm. I left it in Ireland because we have family over there. And they left it at her house. So I picked up the iPad, super tired, jet lagged, drinking Guinness and Jameson, way too much.
Yep.
So I have it in my luggage. We fly to Italy. We have a great time. Go to London for 6 days, just staying at this beautiful place using a bunch of points. So it cost us nothing.
Yeah, I know how you roll.
Yeah, it was great. So we're packing up, getting ready for a terrible long flight home, which is never exciting. And I'm going through my backpack, and I'm like, what the hell is this iPad? This isn't mine. Mine's right here, and I have an Android. Obviously, I'm still on the.
Don't be making fun of me about my headphones with your subpar ass devices, dude.
By the way, I noticed your headphones say "professional" on the
They're
side.
fucking professional, dude. I see them everywhere.
Take that sticker off, dude. That's not professional at all.
I see your Bose say "pretentious" on the side. So just kidding.
That's true. I wrote that in. So I'm sitting there and I have this extra iPad and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Like maybe the housekeeper left it here or something. So we go down to the front desk on our way out to fly out to catch a plane back to Seattle. And I drop it off at the Lost and Found because I'm like, this isn't mine. I have no idea.
You just forgot.
Yeah, this must be someone's who was staying there previous to us. Yeah. And I wanted to get it back to that person.
Yeah.
So we fly back to Seattle. All is good. Great flight. 2 days later, my aunt texts me. She's like, hey, how was your trip? And boom.
Yeah.
It hit me.
Yeah.
Like I just turned in her fucking iPad. Yeah. So since everything was booked under Sarah's points and Sarah's name, Sarah had to make that phone call with her head down and explain that I had turned in my own iPad and that we needed to get that shipped back. And hopefully it was still there too, because we said, it's not ours.
Yeah.
Someone in the Lost Found can just take that shit. Yeah. But since it's a nice hotel, they were super nice. They're like, hey, we appreciate you staying here. Just give us your address. This is on the house. We'll ship it back. We'll ship it wherever you're at. So I had it drop shipped to Texas, to my aunt down in Texas.
Yeah.
So in the end, I didn't even have to ship it. It was free. It saved me like $20 or something.
Yeah.
The only thing that was bad was Sarah had to keep calling them because she had to explain that we turned in our own property to Lost and Found. So that's where she was embarrassed. Luckily, like I feel like all these stories, my wife's never going to be that embarrassed.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
I thought when she came home and she saw you like dancing naked to Kobe Calais and in the mirror,
she's
touching your nipples, dreaming of my hairy ones. I thought that.
Well, now I know what they
thought
look
that was
like.
the embarrassing story. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't be embarrassed. she would expect that at this point. So
nice. All right, good. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to get dirtier. I want to hear. I want to get into the weeds. We need some like current shit, like embarrassed, like
yeah.
toilet paper broke.
Yeah,
Wiping my butt right before she kissed my hand or something.
Yeah. Sarah came out of the bathroom with a brown finger. I don't know what happened.
Now you embarrassed her because that just happened when I got here. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, the Embarrassing Our Wives podcast. I'm sure a lot of this podcast embarrassed them, so it's good. And so happy to be here again. Just thankful to have this opportunity to hang with you in your beautiful Issaquah studios. Thank you for the shared Kettle One and Coors Lights that you gave to me. If you're listening to this, please, hopefully it's on Stitcher or iTunes, subscribe, leave a review, leave a rating, send us feedback, visit our website, TEOWpodcast.com.
TOW.
TEOWpodcast.com. And, I just want to leave you all with a little bit about how I'm feeling. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Now throw your hands up in the sky.